I'm sorry to inform everyone, but you see, I hate when I'm always right. Actually, I don't hate it. I do love it, but there are those who want to tone down my rhetoric. So, in a failed attempt to try to exercise humility, I say what I say. But listen, I just saw a caption that caused me to have to respond. And unfortunately for everybody, there is this video that is still to come called PUPPINA. And if you don't know what is PUPPINA, don't worry, I didn't either until I moved to St. Mary. But it highlights the fact that the PNP has and seem to plan to become a disposal type government. And you might ask, what does that mean? Now, this headline that Damion Crawford, and you know my relationship with Mr. Crawford, he is a very brilliant, well, he is an educated, maybe well-educated person who left his sesos somewhere else. So anyway, let me get to the point. And yeah, I'll just get to the point because I'm warming up, but maybe some of you are tired of my long-windedness. So I'll just get to the point. The esteemed Damion Crawford, in a debate, made it very clear that in the event, I was almost going to sound like our insurance, when I'm selling travel insurance, I usually say, in the unlikely event that you have a medical emergency, just to put the clients at ease. But yeah, I digress again. Mr. Damion Crawford has now said, in the event that the PNP wins the next election, which happens on my birthday, and yes, I am taking gifts in cash and kind. In the event that they win the next election to be held September 3rd, 2025, the People's National Party government will instantaneously, okay, maybe he didn't say instantaneously, but I think that's what he meant, discontinue the school bus system that should be rolling out on September morning. Yeah. His rationale, and it must be spoken of, is that it would serve only 8,000 of the 40-odd thousand students who need it.
For that question. Productivity means that there is a balance between effectiveness and efficiency. Effectiveness means doing the right thing, and efficiency means doing the thing right. Indeed, the separation of students from adults and the organized contribution of carrying them to school is a wonderful concept. However, how the JLP intended to execute, I believe, is highly inefficient. First of all, the cost of buses for 300 million based on the information we have received, and then 800 million for the refurbishing of those buses would indicate an inefficient use of resources. Additionally, we have seen where new buses, Toyota buses, coaster buses that could have been used would have been a more appropriate purchase, and that would have been within the same cost. Additionally, the ineffectiveness of these bus system would suggest that very few children would be able to be moved. We have over 440,000 children to be moved, and at this point, those buses will be best capable to move between 4,000 and 8,000 on each day, indicating that the vast majority of children will still not benefit from that program.
Now, I give thanks for the two grandmother them and the myriad of older people who helped to grow me. Because there was one phrase I learned that I still use today. That phrase is half a loaf better than no loaf at all. But you see, Mr. Crawford did not have the advantage that I, along with so many other Jamaicans, had. He never grew with those grandmothers and those aunties. You know, the auntie that say you must cut pan crooked until you can cut pan straight. Yeah. Him never have one conversation, nor did he grow around that auntie. He did not internalize the proverb that says wanty wanty can't get it and getty no want it. All right, for all of the 20 odd year olds who don't have a clue what I'm talking about, let me break it down. My assumption is that until we can take care of every single Jamaican child, everyone, every single one of them who needs to be transported to school, we should not take care of any of them. 8,000 students will get to ride safely, comfortably, and on time to school. But because 40 odd thousand is the gold standard, do not do it for anybody. Do not do it for anybody at all. So guess what? All of you children who are getting all excited that you would not have to run jostle, nor you would not have to encounter the less than pleasant taxi operators who are shouting, no schoolers, no schoolers, back out of the way, move, make the big people them come in. Yeah, our dearly beloved Senator, is he Senator? Mr. Damion Crawford has indicated to all of us, in the event that his party forms the government, no school buses. And I would have stopped there, but one comment caught my attention. And the person said, so what them would I do with the bus them? I would not even start to speculate because I have visions of the buses being stacked up on top of each other around, so maybe run a Refuting dump in the event that Mr. Crawford's party forms the government on September 4. It causes shivers to run through my body. Because, back to our PUPPINA story, Mr. Crawford don't want nothing used. It must be new. All things new. So all them, I shouldn't even say that, but some of us have been to Bend Down on a Wednesday in Falmouth. And everything that we bought there were not necessarily used. I will say proudly that I went thrifting in Canada, big foreign, and I got some very nice pieces. And I tell you, I got the most wonderful leather and fur jacket for, I don't remember how much, but peanuts on the dollar. And that jacket, it was good for minus 40 degrees. When I pad up and I put that jacket on, no, Mr. Breeze couldn't touch I and I. Used. I don't even know if it was gently used, but it was used. So, Mr. Crawford, I'm very happy that in your life, sir, you can afford all things new. Me not have no shame to say me wear, have worn, and will wear again, PUPPINA. Or in other words, used items. And that also goes for used motor vehicles, because We have a large used car dealership association in Jamaica. Most Jamaicans will never buy a new car in plastic. Just not gonna happen. We can't afford that. We're not as fortunate as Mr. Crawford. So Mr. Crawford, who, well, maybe not him, but certainly the party that he represents, states that they put poor people first. And if we were just to evaluate based on that tagline, poor people are going dead while they wait for brand new, not even gently used or gently soiled, brand new in a plastic still to get transportation. So if you missed everything else I said in this video, by the confession of Mr. Crawford's own lips, he wants the Jamaican children to continue to wait, because you need to go back to my video where in 1984 to 1990, we as students were still riding on the bus steps to school. That makes it, how many years? Well, people born and dead in between that time. And right now, 2025, 40 years later, can I say that? Yeah, about 40 years later, my God. We're finally getting a bus system for children. But Mr. Crawford says, no, wait. Wait another 40 years maybe until we can get brand new vehicles. And by then he would want self-driving vehicles too. I'm just saying. Ay, Dios mío. Listen now. Me need to stop read anything that says Damion Crawford. I need to stop. Because Damion Crawford is not right for my constitution. I think there are things that he says that just rub me the wrong way. So, wanna please, anything what Damion Crawford says, wanna please don't put it in the media, put it in the press, put it on TikTok, put it on X. Wanna do not put anything that Mr. Crawford says out there in the public domain, because I cannot see it. Because it is taking a toll on me. Let me put on the dinner. Ciao for now.